Tip. All right, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Well, two of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, BA, but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
So a look at our starters for Orlando. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. On the wing, it'll be Bane and Wagner. And it's Suggs in at the 1. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, hard to find a more respected vet in this league than point guard Fred VanVleet. Eddie Bells will now also guide the Players Union in his new role of president, replacing TJ McCollum. As a guy who went from being undrafted to an all-star to signing a max contract, he can certainly relate to most every player in the league.
He's come a long way. Okay, Shams, thanks for that report. Wagner against Durant. And Durant slams it home.
And reaching deep into the bag. Durant finishes with a flourish, and he's got the sauce.
And Suggs has got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Ime Udoka. He was blunt when talking about his assessment of Franz Wagner. Coach praised the toughness Wagner plays with, saying, "We're talking about a 6'10" wing who goes hard to the bucket. He invites contact. Those aren't easy guys to contend with." Back to you guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. The kick out to VanVleet. Lets it go from deep. Orlando with the rebound. 1:46 left in the first quarter. Takes one from 10 feet. Bane, no good.
Well, he's got the green light in that situation. They want him taking that shot, even if he didn't get it to go.
Yes, it's good.
You gotta push Durant farther away than this, or he will make you pay.
We've got 1:28 left in the first quarter here. And while they've continued to progress into an elite defense, the Magic knew they had to improve offensively.
And balancing a roster is tricky, BA. You don't want to lose that defensive identity, but you got to give up something to get something back.
The three from Thompson. It's rebounded by Wagner. For Orlando, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Carter from outside. Kevin Durant pulls it in. Houston has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Here's Thompson. Takes the 3, and Durant gets it to go. Durant's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Yeah, smooth and focused. KD is so polished, so prolific.
And Carroll with a screen on Thompson. Bane, no good. Houston has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. And stolen by Banchero. In transition, here they come. Bane with it, guarded by Smith. Dive for it, and out of bounds. Houston will have it.
Yeah, not a great pass there. You got to be on the same page as your teammates.
Houston making some changes. Steven Adams checked in for Alperen Şengün. Green comes in for Smith, and Tari Eason subbed in for Durant. Then for Orlando, De Silva's checked in for Paolo Banchero, and Black subbed in for Suggs. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. The 3 from Bane. Eason pulls it in. On the wing, Green. He's checked by Carter. Fires the 3, and it's Adams missing. Fires from way outside. No good on the buzzer beater. And so the first quarter is in the books. The Rockets on top, up 5. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, what do you think about the Rockets?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
On the court for Orlando, they've got Anthony Black. Paolo Banchero is out there with Goga Bitadze. And it's De Silva in at the 3, the small forward. Pass to Howard. The 3. Nails it from 3. Howard's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
And you can run offense through Banchero time and time again. I mean, he is a special talent.
Well, granted, 6'10", 250. Banchero is a guard in a big man's body.
Yeah, B.A., he has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor. And the vision to create for his teammates, too. But if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball.
Nice shot by Okogie.
Yeah, Shepherd has a knack of getting his teammates open looks.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Houston making some changes. Durant, he's checked in for Adams. Thompson comes in for Okogie. And Van Vliet is subbed in for Shepherd. Wagner's checked in for Orlando. Suggs comes in for Howard. 1:57 left in the first half of basketball. And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. 1:57 left in the second. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Ooh, getting up there. I mean, Banchero wants everyone to know he's a threat to hammer it down.
Outside Eason. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Eason's got his first bucket in this one.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Here's Suggs. Yet to see a basket. A streamlined rebuild for the Rockets. In 2021, they trade away James Harden. 4 years later, the number 2 seed in the West, Grant.
Yeah, and they haven't shortchanged their future either. Sure, they've added key veterans, but the bulk of their roster is still very young with room to grow.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, Brian. Fred VanVleet is a leader for the Rockets. Their coach, Ime Udoka, says Fred sometimes goes against his natural inclination, playing the good cop because Ime himself is so hard on that, but adds, Fred is a grumpy dude. He always finds something to be mad at. We need that with our team. Guys, back to you.
They love his disposition. All right, Allie, thank you. VanVleet misses.
And gearing up for the alley-oop, just couldn't finish the play.
Well, it's not easy to time that up. Just not quite in sync yet.
Pass to Black. Fires for 3. Kevin Durant pulls it in. Houston leading by 6. Here's the teardrop. VanVleet misses. The Magic have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. The 3 from Suggs. It's hauled in by Houston.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Eason can't get it to go.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Orlando shooting their first free throws of the game. The first one falls.
Well, you know, at 6'10", Wagner brings a lot of versatility to the court with his scoring, passing, and ability to defend multiple positions. Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And so it's Houston with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
I'm here with Coach Ime Udoka. And, Coach, what are some of the positives that you can take?
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. They're thinking about the shot. Let's hear it for the participants.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Well, after the Magic traded away Dwight Howard back in 2012, seems like they spent about a decade in limbo, Grant.
That's so true, B.A. And once they finally committed to building through the draft, the turnaround was pretty rapid, showing the upside of drafting and developing from the ground up.
KD and Smith, the lengthy duo at forward. Van Vliet runs the show with Thompson to his side. And it's Şengün in at the 5. And that's the group for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. Carter finds Bane. Back to Carter. Shoots over Şengün. And Carter gets it to go on the assist from Bane. Carter's got 6.
Well, making those are big for Carter Jr. They keep the defense honest.
Durant for 3. And Houston another 3.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
First team foul.
About a minute played here in the second half. The 3 from Suggs. Smith with the rebound. Houston leading by 10. Van Vliet pass to Thompson. Alley-oop up top, hammer it home. And you might think the toughest picks are set by the bruisers, but some say the shooters actually set the best screens. Why is that?
Well, the guy guarding a shooter doesn't want to leave their side, so when they screen you, you get no help.
And so now a timeout called by Jamahl Mosley. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played, and the call will be against Alperen Şengün. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
We've got a minute 48 left in the third. Here's Banchero. Here's Carter. And that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
Well, Carter Jr. can be such a force on the offensive glass as he demonstrated there.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Jamahl Mosley is doing a tremendous job for the Magic, and the players gravitate to his approach. He said, quote, "Coaching is teaching, and you can't teach yelling and screaming and hollering. You teach with communication and positivity, because that's how I think a lot of these guys will actually register it." Guys, back over to you.
A new school approach. Thank you, Allie. And Carroll passes to Carter. Deflected!
And putting his length to good work. Smith gets aggressive and finds the block.
All right, the Rockets making a switch here. Adams is checked in. And a change for the Magic. Black's checked in for Suggs. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And the basket by Bane. Bane's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Stepping in from the line, it's easy money for Bane now.
Durant owning the inside.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Banchero outside. Shoots over Şengün. And Banchero gets it to go. Banchero's got his second basket of the game.
His ability to shoot off the catch is a big plus. Banchero has quick reactions, a really versatile scorer.
Oh, KD! Filthy!
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Outside Bane, lets the 3 fly, gets the 3 ball to go. Bane's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, that's Bane's go-to zone. You can't let him have a look from there.
You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, There's no reason to put up an early shot here.
For three, Durant. KD splashes the triple.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for the Rockets, torching the Nets, hitting 4 from distance that quarter. We'll be right back after this word. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Fourth quarter, on the court for the Magic. Wagner and Banchero, the lethal front court pair. Suggs and Bane team up as the backcourt, and it's Carter in at the center position. Smith. Ooh, he leaves no question.
Wow, Smith going for a slam. He wants everyone to know that he's arrived.
And it's Bane with the ball for Orlando. It's a 13-point game. Outside Banchero. Here's Suggs. Carter. Oh, a matching slam. Back and forth they go.
He's scoring the rock at will, but he needs more help from his teammates.
And stolen by Banchero. Suggs. Oh, a gorgeous feed. He hammered it down.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy has hops.
Houston leading by 9. Sengun. Both hands there for a little extra.
He was gripping the rock on the weight of the slam.
No way he was going to get stripped on that one. The Magic have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. And there's the call on Amin Thompson. That's his first foul. Bane against Thompson. Jams it home!
Bane with the hops.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked to the team. And they told their team, no easy threes. Let's guard that arc. Don't let anyone get an open look. With the lead, they want to close this one out with their perimeter defense. Back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
That is Thompson's game, rocking the rim and giving his team some energy.
Magic trail by 11. 1:36 left in the fourth. Carter, a screen on Thompson. Bane fires! Misses the three! Houston has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Lays it in easily.
Well, Van Vliet likes to work up close and personal at the basket, always ready to take it inside.
Here's Bane. There's a minute 12 left in the final quarter. For 3, and he nails it.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
The Rockets lead by 10.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Rockets.
And of course, they really dominated in the paint tonight.
They obviously came in looking to impose their will, attack the heart and soul of that defense, and it led to a lot of good looks.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Kevin Durant.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
Smith against Suggs. Now Durant pulls the trigger, and he buries the jumper.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Bane against Thompson. Oh, touches it off the glass. 36 seconds left in the fourth. Up top, Thompson. Smith outside. He launches. The triple drop.
This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
Outside Van Vliet. Stolen by Carter. And so it's the Rockets taking care of business in this one. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes